Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Can you see that I'm a little anxious to watch these 3 episodes of Attack on Titan that I'm gonna watch today? Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Attack on Titan, season 4, today episode 10, I think. I'm at the episode 10, right? Yes, episode 10. And today I'm gonna watch the episodes 10, 11 and 12, 3 episodes at a time. That's the rhythm, you know, that I have on my channel. Also for you guys, when you are watching these episodes on my channel right now, you have 3 episodes each week, which is a lot, you know, when you think about it. And I know my chance. I know that I'm lucky to be able to binge watch this anime like that. I'm a little anxious also, you know, because I know that at some point I'm gonna end this season, you know, I'm gonna end this binge watching and I'm gonna be forced to wait, like all of you waited each time to have new episode, to have, you know, the part 3 of this season 4. And even when this part 3 is gonna come, I'm gonna be forced to wait each week a new episode. But it's not because of that I'm anxious today. Little thing before talking about it, maybe you can hear that I have trouble to pronounce really each word, and maybe you can see right there something on my lip. I had a little issue, I burnt myself, you know, I burnt my lip cooking, like, it's just really stupid. I'm doing fine, you know, that's okay and all, but I still have a burnt place, so it's like that, don't worry, it's just a fair warning. Yes, I'm anxious about these 3 episodes that I'm gonna watch today because, you know, the 3 last ones that I watched, we really ended the attack, the surprise attack that our guys, our survival cops, they made on Liberio, and also what happened with Gabi killing Sasha. I was gonna say I'm getting over it. Am I really? I'm not so sure, in fact. But no matter what, it happened and they came back home, and we didn't have her funeral, but we had a moment, you know, to mourn her. And also to see that during all of this time they made friends with some Marleyan. And Sasha, in particular, you know, she was friend in a way with Nicolo, and we met Nicolo also, and that moment with Nicolo and Sasha's parents, I truly loved it a lot, because for me, you know, I knew it, but for them, they learned by that, you know, that not all of the Marleyans are bad people and are considering that they are diverse and that they can learn a lot from each other and that they can be friends. And it was really cool to see that. All of them, you know, learn that. All of them, they have an open mind about it, except for Eren. Eren, really, I don't understand how he evolved like that. I have the impression that something happened, something that we didn't see yet. For him to be so cold, for him to be like that, I mean, we know that he wants his revenge since episode 1, season 1, because of what happened to his mother. We know that he's full of rage since even longer than that. Again, that was the first impression that he gave me even before the attack. The first thing that I said about this kid, it was, oh, kid, you're full of anger. So we know him. We know that he's full of anger. We know that he wants his revenge. We know also that with all of the memories that he has from Grisha, from everything, because of that, he's gonna be, you know, the one who is gonna keep the mission in mind to go against the Marleyans. But to be that cold, to be that stubborn also, to be like that also with his own friends, it's surprising me a little. I have the impression that yes, something happened. And also, you know, the fact that we know now that he came into Liberio, he came into the Marley country on his own without our guys being okay with that, and okay after that he sent letters and they planned all of that attack together and all, but in a way our survey corps, they just accepted his plan, they just obeyed to him to make that attack, to not let him all alone, and because he's a founding titan, because also they have to protect him, to be sure that he's on their side. But at the end, Eren, you let them no choice, you know, to follow him or not. For him to do that, you know, to decide to do that on his own at some point, what happened also for that, I think that we're gonna discover it. I mean, I'm gonna discover it today with these 3 episodes. I think that they're gonna talk about it at some point. You know, Eren, I said it during the first seasons, I had trouble to connect with him truly. I appreciated his character since the beginning, but to really connect with him, it took me that moment with Historia when Eren broke, you know, like he was really desperate and he cried, and Historia, she recognized herself into him, and really with that moment I connected with him. And now I have the impression that I lost him again. I lost that connection again because I can't understand him right now. How he's acting also with Mikasa, with Armin, with Levi, that's usual. But yes, there is something wrong. The fact that he lost also when Sasha died, I mean, I understand that it was because of that memory of her that he had during this moment, but it felt off also. Maybe something happened that we didn't see, that I didn't see yet, or maybe he knows stuff, you know, because of these memories that he has that he didn't share with the viewers yet, and that's why I can't understand him. But it's bad, you know, to not be able to understand this character who is the main one and who has also all of this power. The fact that he's the founding titan, he's the attack titan. Oh! He's also the war armor titan. I saw during the editing that I didn't understand that scene right, you know, I thought that it was Galliard who ate her, and in fact no, it was Eren. You know, the fact that she was into Galliard's mouth, I thought that he was the one, you know, he was forced to eat her friend, and it was awful, you know, to think about that. But I didn't understand that it was like that, you know, for Eren, and she fell into Eren's mouth. I didn't see that right. So now Eren is 3 titans in one, and it's bad in a way because I don't know if someone can really handle all of these powers. I mean, we know that it's bringing you energy, and because of that you can reappear, it's not a good word, but transform into a titan maybe more than what Reiner can do, what Galliard can do. But at the end, can you really handle all of that into you, all of these memories also into you, all of these powers? I don't know. I'm still thinking, you know, about the time situation, and I'm really going with my idea of, yes, this situation, it's an eternal thing, you know, like it's a loop, like things are happening again and again. Each time that I'm thinking about it, really, I have Matrix in mind. Each time you have a chosen one who is supposed to liberate you, and yes, he succeeds, but at the end, you know, the system has to replicate because it has to be like that, you know, like a situation like that. And with what Eren did, the fact that he attacked Liberio like that, he killed civilians like that, he made, in fact, the surprise attack that they did at the beginning of the season 1, for me, really, you did it again. Like, it's going with that idea of an infinite loop. Doing what they did to you, it's not because of that that it's gonna stop them, even the contrary, you know, I said it, you just fed their anger. You just have to see Gabi, and the fact that she was angry before that at you because of things which were wrong, but with that action, she discovered the truth with the bad conclusion, but still she discovered the truth. You could have convinced her, you know, that the conclusion that they were giving her was bad, and the fact that if they lied during all of this time, maybe also they lied at the end with that conclusion, but because of this attack, you're just confirming their bad conclusion. Do you understand what I mean? Like, Falco maybe can understand the situation, at least gave that impression at the end of the fight. We'll see also how Connie and Jan are gonna deal with Sasha's death. I mean, we saw a little of it, but I think that it's gonna have really consequences for these two. The fact that Jan is feeling responsible of it, it's killing me. The fact that Connie felt like he lost a part of himself, a twin, oh, it's killing me also, for sure. I would want, you know, to see how these two are gonna deal with that. We'll see, and I'm gonna see that today with 3 episodes. That's a lot. And yes, I'm anxious because 3 episodes, I know that in Attack on Titan, it's a lot, you know. We can have a lot of things happening into this episode. I'm expecting flashbacks to understand the situation with Eren, who went all alone on the Marian country. But I'm expecting also some action moments. And now also that we are on the island, I would love to see Historia right now, how she evolved also. Could be cool. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Let's go for this episode 10. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon on which you can have these episodes earlier, we have 6 episodes of advance. It's really a lot. 6 episodes of advance, it's 2 weeks of advance. You know, so it's really a lot. And we've extended our 4 action parts, and like I said a lot for Attack on Titan, I really put a lot of reaction parts. So if you can be interested by that, and also to support me, even if it's just for 1 month, you know, it's appreciated because you know that I'm a little reactor. So with YouTube, it's out less than it was at the beginning of the year. I'm totally honest with you guys. Each time I told you that it was truly bad, the worst thing ever that I had with YouTube during the 3 first months of this year. I didn't hide it to you, so I'm not gonna hide also that it's improving a little. A little, you know, not a lot. Like, I was fighting for cents, now I'm fighting for €1. It's improving a little, and they are also blocking my videos less than usually. Like, they are still blocking them, but a little less than usually. So, you know, on YouTube you're not watching the version number 12 of the video, you're watching the version number 4 of the video that I made for you. Like, I'm not exhausted, I'm just tired. You know the difference of it. See guys, I'm honest with you, I'm telling you when it's improving or not, what is happening or not. I'm totally transparent with that because I think that it's also cool for you to know what is happening off screen. Okay, let's go for this episode now. I'm anxious. I can't hide it. Oh, and also I prepared the tissue, just in case. 3 episodes. I know this anime now. Because also of the burnt thing on my lip, I'm forced to drink with that. It's a little weird. They put you in jail. They consider that you betrayed them, so why not? Maybe you're going too far. Never? What? You did what? I said that I wanted to see her now that we're back on the island, to see how she went. Oh, I'm beginning to be mad. I told you that I'm feeling disconnected with Eren right now. I don't understand how cold he is, what is happening with him. If you did that, Eren, I'm not sure that I can forgive it. Flashbacks, I knew it. Levi, you're smaller than Eren? My sweet Levi. The woman with Udo. Oh, that's why you went away. You knew for the attack. Oh, we have a lies. So great.
この印は死んだ母の一族から受け継いできたものです。およそ100年以上前、東人家の御親にあたる我が将軍家子息は
そして巨人大戦後ヒーズル国は敗戦国として立場を追われ、将軍家の忘れがたみはこの島に取り残されたのです。あなたは我々が失った一国の主の末裔。
You're a princess?
ヒーズル国の希望です。
I'm not sure that she's gonna accept that place. It would mean for her to leave Eren.
これが花だった。我々は海でつながる世界においてよちよち歩きを始めた赤ん坊に過ぎ。
Learning how the world is outside. You have no choice for that.
ねえ、その印なんでエレンだけに見せたの？嬉しいんだよ。私たちは生まれのことで思いを背負う
Your
もの。
boss
味方
of
が
a
一緒
royal
だ
family. Historia. Maybe that's why you were so close without knowing it.
合わせてくれたジーク・イエーガーの存在が不可欠でした。ミカサ様への取り次ぎを条件にある取り計らいに賛同しましたことを。
But they never met Zeke yet, right?
マーレの機密案件でした。この立体起動装置はパラディ島で
The Beast Titan, he
巨
took
人を
it.
殺す兵器です。しかしこの兵器を動かすにはある特殊な燃料が必要です。
That you can find
未
only.
だパラディ島以外では採掘されたことがない。
Yes, I remember that they wanted also to have access to the resources of this island.
この近代化の時代において金銀財宝に等しい資源が眠っておられるのです。
儲け話もなしにこの島に来る危険は冒せんというわけじゃな。
ジーク・エーガーとの取り計らいとは一体何でしょうか？
ご存知
Good
の
question.
こちらは地ならしでこの島を守るために必要なまず一つ目は地ならしの実験的活用。
Test for the rumbling? No.
地ならしが必要なくなるまでこの
You
島
can't test that, you know.
ジークは獣の巨人を王家の血を引く者へと継承。他の兵器が発達
Pass it to Historia? You want Historia to be the Beast Titan? No.
今私たちが助かるためならこんな解決不可能な問題を未来の子孫たちに起こして
I
みるのか。
appreciate how you're thinking.
わかりました。私は獣の巨人の継承を受け入れます。
Oh
地なら
no.
しそのために不可欠であ
I'm
る以上
trying to imagine her Beast Titan. Oh no, no, no.
壁を破壊し蹂躙された挙句家畜みてえに子供を産まされ殺されてジーク・イエーガーの計画は到底受け入れられません。
You were against that for Historia and all.
残された時間の限りあらゆる選択を模索するのが
You thought like that, Eren.
君がなぜ単独行動に出てこの島を危機に追い込んだのかがわからない。
俺は潜水の巨人を食いました。
And
地面から自在に硬質化を操り
yes.
時でも何でも生み出せるわけです。
Oh, you can also release Ali now. It would be so
俺
cool.
はいつでも好きな時にここを出られる。
He can, no? Ah, no, 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 it's Galliard who can. I'm sorry.
教えてくださいよ。
Excuse me, Eren?
他のやり方があったら教えてくださいよ。
今でね反抗したよ。まだ
Oh, it's not a rebellious phase anymore. He's losing it a little. The power is taking a big place in your mind, like your Frodo with the ring. 3 Titans, it's too much for you.
もっとやらないと。
No! Ooh! Ah! No wine!
所詮は下船の身に過ぎない名ばかりの女王様ってことだ。やめ
You're talking like that about your queen, you?
王には相手を選ぶ権利がある。
Yes, she can do whatever she wants.
であることは同じ地で生まれた青年だ。
What they did?
女王に石を投げつけていたらしい。構ってほしかったようだ。何年も顔を伏せたまま下働きを務める彼に気づいたのは女王の方からだ。
She wanted to get pregnant.
誰かが助言したんだ。妊娠しちまえば巨人にされずに済む。
Maybe, or maybe just she wanted to have someone with the royal blood.
おい、もう一本持ってこい。バレジ。かしこまりました。
They are serving you.
ニコロ、おすすめはこいつだ。
It's making me think of Gabi and the other Eldians who were serving the Marleyans.
これなら体も鍛えられるし、島の開発も進むって。
No?
図体ばかりでかくなりやがって。
Yes, they are.
でしょうか。
たった今
Taller than you. But you're still my favorite.
ヒーゼル国は取り付く島もないようだ。他国との貿易に協力などしない。
It's Well, in a way, no? Maybe we can do something with these resources that we don't know.
そんなこちらの意図も図らず勝手に悪魔なんて決めつけて
It's still surprising you, Ali.
それ
I love when you're like
はわから
that.
ないから
More than when you are a colossal
私
titan.
たちが何者か
Yes, the only thing that they know of you,
わから
it's
ない
what
ものがあれ
the
ば
other
理解
said.
しに行けばいいそれが調査兵団だろ
Something wrong is gonna happen.
アンジさんの話聞いてた
僕たちは
I miss you, Sasha. It's rough to see you. Oh, Armin.
そろそろ決めなきゃいけない俺は巨人の継承者
Oh, yes.
私が引き継ぐ
お前じゃダメだろアッカーマン家が何なのかまだ分かってね亡霊だまずはエレンより本当に頭がいい
I want none of you to take it. In a way, I want it to disappear. That power, you know. I think that's the best way to end things, in fact.
エレンの巨人は俺が継ぐからなそれがいいだろエレン
よくないですよあなたはバカなんですよ
No!
私が継げますよ実践経験もあって信頼できるのも私たちくらいなの
None of you.
それはおかしいだろ
え
いやだからバカには任せない俺はお前らに継承させるつもりはない
We are
なんで
twins.
だ
Oh,
お
I
前ら
can
が
cry.
大事だからだ他の誰よりもだから長生きしてほしい
Me too. Oh! Why did I think of that? Okay, I didn't. The tears are still in.
何赤くなったんだどうすんだよこの空気をよ
じゃん夕日のせいだよみんな赤くなってるからさ
No, not all of their faces. Only him and Mikasa. What happened? And thank you, Armin, for helping them to hide that. What? Did it happen?
ジークの思惑が確定していない以上俺たちは危険な状態にあるんだジークと接触して何を話したのか真相は本人たちにしかわからない
あいつはエレンじゃない
Oh, I'm glad
あら違い
you're not recognizing him neither.
俺たちは奴を切る覚悟をしておく必要がある
そんなことさせない
For sure, she's not gonna accept that.
お前もそっちにつくのかよミカサ
そんなことにはならないと思うエレンは誰よりも私たちを思っているみんなも分かっているはず
Yes, but it's
だから私た
changing.
ち以外の外部に対して
I don't know this Eren, so I can't know.
かつてのあいつはいくらお前が強くても前線から遠ざけようとするやつだった
He made that plan, killing all of these
それは
people.
私たちが行かなければ何もできなかった
サシが死ぬこともなかっただろうミカサ涙を流したと思うか悔しがったと思うか笑いやがった
Oh yeah, it hurts you as much as it hurts me.
説明してくれよミカサ
なんでエレンは笑ったのか
No, don't go there, please.
エレンと話そう僕とミカサと3人だけでエレンの真意を確かめる巨人化の薬を入手した兵団には選択肢がある
Oh no, don't use it. That's the worst idea possible. That
エ
Titan
レンの
serum.
子孫を継承する選択だ
I'm sorry, I think that I need a little break. Konye, right there, it took me by surprise. I was not expecting him, to be that mad. I said in intro that I wanted to see the consequences that Sasha's death would have on Konye and Jan, because they were close, because Jan is feeling guilty, because Konye, he felt like he lost his twin. And I thought, that the first time that we had with them talking about it, it was it. So right there at the end, it took me by surprise. The fact that he's so mad at Eren right now. I mean, at first, it began only with them talking about the plan, this attack, the fact that Eren forced them to intervene and forced also Armin to transform into a colossal titan and to kill all of these civilians. Mikasa to intervene during that moment, like, yes, before that, Eren would have wanted, you know, for his friends to be safe, and right there, he wanted them to intervene. Like Mikasa, I think that it's because of the fact that he only trusts them, you know, enough to do what he wants. It's still not... I'm gonna talk later about Eren, who changed a lot and all of that. I'm gonna come back to that later. But you know, that conversation began with that. So when it came to Sasha saying, and what Eren did when Sasha died, it took me by surprise. The fact that you took also really bad the fact that he lost, the fact that he didn't regret anything, that he didn't cry, the fact that all of you can feel that he's so cold, that he changed. For you, it's because of the fact that he had a meeting with Zeke all alone, these two all alone, and you think that maybe he's on Zeke's side now. Why? I don't think so, and I'm wondering why I don't think so. I think that what Zeke told him maybe changed his mind and maybe can explain why now he's like that. So full of anger, so cold, so different, you know, and the fact that he's really like closed. I don't know how to say it in another way. For me, he's close, like, to his friends, to everything which is happening, to all feelings. He's not only cold, he's closed. I don't know. It's coming from where, that impression? Maybe it's because of something that Zeke said. If you are saying that he changed really after that meeting, okay, it happened during that meeting. It's going with my impression that something happened that we didn't see yet to explain how he is right now. But I don't think that he is on Zeke's side neither. The first part of this episode was interesting, you know, all of that thing about, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna pronounce that name because it was the first time, you know, that I truly heard it and I don't want to pronounce it bad, so I'm not gonna go with it. But you know, that lady, she's coming, representing country. The fact that Mikasa is coming from that country, in a way, it's not something that I could be surprised of, because we knew that she was different than everyone, you know, with her family and all. We had all of this story about the fact that her mother was different, you know, with the appearance, that they suffered some racist stuff and all. So it makes sense. When we discovered also into the previous episode that Yelena and the other guy, they are coming from different countries, you know, and they look different also, it's not a surprise now that I think about it. But the fact that she's, you know, coming from a royal family, she has royal blood, that moment with Historia was cool. But yes, to come back to that lady, she's only interested by the money, by the resources on this island. And you know, when they talked about it, I remembered that, I don't know who said it at some point, they said that they finally also attacked Paradise Island because they needed the resources on this island. Right there during this episode, they talked also about the fuel, you know, that you can find only on Paradise Island. Can it be possible that we have resources, unique resources that you can't find anywhere? They said it, but also, you know, maybe you can do something with these resources that we don't know yet and which is so important that all of them, they want it that much. I mean, there is really something right there, I think. Maybe it's this fuel, you know, and we just don't know all of the properties, you know, of this fuel, and maybe it could be really useful with all of the train, you know, all of the technologic, modern things that they have outside, more than how our guys are using it for now. Maybe it's just that, maybe it's something else. Okay. But yes, this lady, she's only interested by money. The fact that she wants a test, you know, for the rumbling stuff, no. First, because I'm against the rumbling, clearly. And also because, no, we're not gonna do a test for you. It would be awful. And can we really do just a test? And for what? To prove that at some point you're gonna do it? Do we really want to do it at some point? Eren, he said it himself that we can find another solution. But the fact that he's saying it like that, does it mean that the plan that you made, you know, on Liberion and all to take the warmer Titan power, it's your other solution than the rumbling? In fact, you know, to destroy, to take for yourself all of the powers, you know, of the Titans, so you're not gonna have to do the rumbling because everyone is gonna, you know, obey to him. Or what I felt during this moment, you change your mind, and in fact this attack, it was just the first step before you really making the rumbling. Do you understand what I mean? I don't know, it feels weird. We need to see that conversation with Zeke, for sure. Because of that, you finally accepted for Historia to sacrifice herself to take the Beast Titan power. The fact that you can accept that, Eren, it's awful. It's awful, but at the same time, Historia, what she did, you know, and I'm seeing really what she did, the fact that she got pregnant like that, and how they told that story, I have the impression that, okay, maybe she had feelings for that guy, but we know that Ymir was her true love, and maybe she did it on purpose, you know, to get pregnant like that. And not only because she didn't want to transform into a Titan just like that, you know, so early, but maybe also because you need someone else with the royal blood who is not gonna be a Titan, because Zeke, I don't know, there is something right there. Did you make that plan with Eren? Why do I have this impression? Maybe because I don't want to accept the fact that Eren could accept to sacrifice Historia. Maybe in fact he made a plan with her, and her getting pregnant is a part of this plan. I know I'm going too far with that, but it's really the impression that I have of the fact that Eren can't accept that, can't accept to sacrifice Historia. That's not possible. With the Eren that we know, that we saw even during this episode, I don't know. All of them being like, I'm gonna be the founding Titan after you, Eren. That was sweet, but that was also too much, like, no, none of you. Oh, at that moment with Mikasa, the two of them, you know, blushing like that, and Armin saving them for Jan to not really talk about it. What happened? What happened that we didn't see between these two right then, but also before that? Something happened, I think. The fact that Eren is like that now, the fact that he did that to Angie, you saw me, I got really mad really quick. You don't hurt Angie, don't do that to Angie, and that was not a rebellious phase. Like, you can't consider him as a teenager anymore with all of what he lived, with all of what he did on his own and all of this plan, you know, on Liberio, and all of what he lived right there when he met Falco, when he met all of them, when he met his grandpa. Like, so many stuff happened to him, and no, he's not a teenager anymore. You have to stop considering him like that. He's an adult taking decisions, so big decisions that he killed an entire city. Almost, you know, like, Mikasa is still defending him no matter what. Armin, he wanted peace. He still had hope for peace, Armin. The flashbacks with Sasha, they are a little hard for me, you know, to watch. Again, that's gonna be the same, you know, than with Marco. It's gonna be rough to see these flashbacks and to see these characters appearing like that. But I'm gonna have to deal with it. We still miss flashbacks, you know, to understand the situation with Zeke, that conversation with Eren, but also Eren, how he get out of this island, all of that. A little special thing, you know, note at the end of this review for Levi, who is smaller than our guys. It's funny, but in a way it's making me love him even more. How can it be possible? Why would I love him more because of that? I'm not sure that I understand myself. But it's the case. Holy man. Okay, I'm gonna stop this review right now. I'm gonna watch 2 more episodes today. That's gonna be cool. So it's all for you for today, at least for this video. On Patreon, again, if you want, you have already the 6 next episodes. It's all for this video, for you, and it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.